To be listed as two of the top talents in the welterweight division, Devin Haney, when he takes on WBO welterweight title as Brian Norman Jr. on November 22nd, will have a lot to prove to the world. But their fan base are divided, and people are already taking sides. Let's talk about this intrigue. From an X-ray standpoint, the upcoming bout between Brian Norman Jr. and Devin the Dream Haney for Brian's WBO welterweight title seems to be a bout that is questioned by some of the boxing pundits, fans, and even the scribes. But when the talents are as such as these two men, they should come together. It gives us an opportunity to witness the best of what the sport has to offer. And it also gives the combatants an opportunity to display their skills against a higher valued opponent. When you are getting knockouts and you're getting washes with decisions against lower status opposition, it can appear that you may be a Superman. But to keep it in black and white, what we notice is that when a fight like this is being made, there is the division of elevation in boxing, meaning there are people who hold fast to who they support, almost to a degree that it is hurting the sport, because a lot of fans, supporters, do not want to see their guy lose, but also in the meantime, if they have something against the guy that their guy is fighting, or if it's just a guy that they do not want to support, they will throw their support behind someone who is not the guy that they dislike. And that's where boxing fans get disrespected in the sport of boxing. Because if you really had an appreciation for the sweet science, what would happen is you would begin to get more colorization of what transpires in the sport. You see, these fighters, meaning Brian and Devin, are going to face each other in November. And if you look at Devin Haney's record, which is now 32-0 with 15 KOs, and you look at Brian Norman's record, where his record tells us he's 28-0 with 22 KOs, you notice that the knockouts are higher percentage-wise for Norman, but that's because he has yet to start fighting the most elevated talent that the sport and division has to offer him. Now, that's not to assess that he doesn't want to face that, but this fight against Haney is going to be the first. Now, when we talk about Haney, who is speaking during press conferences, there's a lot of glitz to what he's saying, because he's speaking about his experience of being at the top level of the sport, being now a former undisputed champion from the lightweight division and another champion from the junior welterweight division. Haney is assessing that Norman is trying to get to where he has already been. He's not sunning him. He's telling some facts when it comes down to that. But the boxing pundits out here, and I also call the sexperts, they like to try to evaluate things and create dissension amongst who supports the fighters. Well, I'm a supporter of the sport, and it makes a total difference when you're evaluating on the sport. Furthermore, what's alluring about this bout is that it, more than a few others of its time, is mirroring what transpired between Ray Leonard and Thomas the Hitman Hearns, where Ray was 25 years of age, Hearns was 22. Both had established themselves at the welterweight division, and it was a showdown amongst top-tier talent. Here we have Haney, who's 27, and the more seasoned champion, and Norman Jr., who's 24. Again, both men 2 years removed from the legends that preceded them. Yeah, we had fights like De La Hoya when he faced Shane Mosley Jr., but this is what we should focus on, and it is the tremendous selling point of why this division of elevation in boxing doesn't need to exist. The fight sells itself. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Leave comments early and let me know who you think will win. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.